Welcome back to Scottish Movies, and it's time for a new season of Disney Retro Reviews, where I'll be reviewing Disney movies, not like your Pixar or your Disney classics like Aladdin. I'm talking about things like this or this kind of Disney live action movies, and I'm not talking about things like Lion King, Jungle Book, and Little Mermaid. But I've got another episode for you now, so let's get started. Okay, so yeah, what have I been watching this week? Okay, so this week's movie of choice is a film from 2002. I've never heard of this, but I recently picked this up from Music Magpie for a couple of quid, and it's called The Country Bears. Probably guys dressed in bear suits. Yeah, The Country Bears. So yeah, what's this about? So yeah, The Country Bears is actually a bit like Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, or in Mansion, and I think the original one was the Tower of Terror. It's a movie based on rides at Disneyland or events at Disneyland, and attractions. Sorry, and this was based on a Disneyland attraction called the Country Bears Jamboree, and it was actually closed a year before the movie in 2001. I don't know if it was just like a show with like dancing bears and singing bears, basically. And yeah, they made a movie about it. So what's it about? So it tells the story of a little bear called Barry Barrington. He lives with the Barringtons, which is like a human family, and he's got like a brother there, mum and dad. And obviously he knows he's not human and he's adopted, and he sort of sets out to trace his roots, and he's a big fan of the musical act, an old musical act called the Country Bears, and he basically sets out on a trip to sort of find him, and he gets to meet the couple of country bears at the Country Bear Hall, which is like the sort of where they used to do all the concerts. And he meets up with a bear called Big Al, I think it is, and Henry, and they decide to go on a road trip to sort of save the concert hall from destruction by like an evil sort of banker, basically, that wants to bring it down, because the country bears have sort of fallen on hard times and they don't really do anything anymore, and and they're all scattered all over the country, and they decide to go on this road trip to sort of reunite him in the hope of putting on kind of a benefit concert to sort of save the hall and from destruction, and bring back the country bears, basically. So that's the general sort of plot of it. So who stars in this movie? So yeah, the voice of Barry Barrington, the little bear, is done by Haley Joel Osment, who was the kid in Sixth Sense and AI, I think. He plays him. You've got a couple of human cast in there. You've got Stephen Tobolsky, I think his name is, who I know is Ted Ryerson from Groundhog Day. That's like his dad. I also recognised MC Gainey in there as the Bears roadie. He's just called Rhodey, and he was, I know him as Tom from Lost. You've also got the brother Harrington. I can't remember his name was. He was played by the lad that plays Stifler's brother, funnily enough, in American Pie. And he's also cameos in there from Queen Latifah, Elton John, Willie Nelson, amongst others. And the main name on this movie is Christopher Walken, believe it or not, who plays like the evil banker that's out to destroy the concert hall. And yeah, that's your voice cast. That's your voice cast, and also your obviously actual cast, so to speak, for this movie. But yeah, was it any good? You know what? I actually enjoyed this film. I believe this was a proper flop when it came out, and I'm not really surprised. I've never heard of it. I didn't even know there was a Country Bears like attraction at Disneyland either. I've just never heard of it. But yeah, I enjoyed this. It was good fun. There's a couple of cops that are following him because basically once the kid bear sort of leaves home and goes on search of his roots and goes on search of the Country Bears, his parents think he's been sort of abducted, and they send these cops after him to try and bring him home. And yeah, these are sort of pretty inept cops. There's probably the funniest scene in the movie is the scene with the car wash. Where I won't go into details, but it was very good. It was amusing. And it's a fun movie. It's got some good sort of music in it. There's a good kind of you might call it a rap battle, but without rap, in a sort of a country music bar between one of the bears and this other guy. That was pretty good. And it's just generally, I thought it was just a lot of fun. Kids will love it. It's just very bizarre as well, because I've never heard of these. I'm watching like walking, talking bears moving about. Obviously, I think they were. I don't think they were CGI. They weren't puppets or anything. They were I think they were just people in suits, as far as I know. But yeah, the music, like I say, the music was quite good. Some quite good sort of songs in there, and yeah, it was a surprise. I did enjoy it. Yeah, so I picked this DVD up from Music Magpie. It's got a few bonus features on it as well. It's got a music video and Country Bears Concert for America. I'll have to check some of these out because maybe it'll have something about the sort of attraction. So I'm not that familiar with it, other than that there was one, and that's what it's based on. So yeah, that is the Country Bears. What would I rate it out of 10? I'm going to actually give the Country Bears 6.5 out of 10. It was worth a watch. It was quite amusing. I know it apparently got slated and it got just bombed big style when on release apparently, but I think it's quite harmless, quite a fun Disney movie, and yeah, I would actually watch it again. It was just good fun. So yeah, so that's the end of this review of the Country Bears. Comment down below if you've seen this movie or even heard of them, or if you've even been to the attraction at Disneyland back in the day. We're talking about, like I say, well, it closed in 2001. I don't know how long it was open for, but yeah, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon for another Disney Retro review. Bye, guys.